Hi YouTube. Today I'd like to give a slightly different perspective on homosexuality and homophobia. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of background information. I'm from a very tiny town. I grew up there. I was there till I was about 16. And this town was heavily bigoted and ignorant of all kinds of issues. And homophobia was not something that had to be stated so much because it was just ingrained in the society, and homosexuals were seen as evil or somehow deranged or something like that. And as I grew older, I wanted to kind of rid myself of that small town thinking, so I immersed myself in a lot of things, whether it's science or homosexual issues or African American issues. Like I said, homophobia was mostly ingrained in the society and didn't have to be talked about. But when it came to bigotry against African Americans, that was something that was definitely vocalized in that small town. I think they get more vocal the more likely it is that they're losing. The YouTube user known as BornWithoutReligion had a video, it's been several months ago, where she stated that she chooses to be gay. And I thought that was a really great video, and shows that a person is comfortable with their sexuality. And it's a little bit beyond the genetics debate and that sort of thing. But I thought that was great. Now, I am straight, and I've always been straight. But one of the things that I found when I was exploring homosexuality and homophobia is that largely it was from the eye of the beholder as far as homophobia was concerned. That the whole issue of homophobia wasn't so much about what homosexuals did, or bisexuals or transgender or whatever. What it was more about was whether or not the person looking at homosexuals was safe in their own skin, whether or not they felt comfortable with their own sexuality. The whole issue seems to be more about whether or not I could be gay, rather than what people who are gay are actually doing. And the answer to that for me has always been no. It's always been no. My penis is like a vagina compass. It just, if I'm around a whole bunch of good-looking gals, it's just going to start pointing in that general direction. Now, you get me around a bunch of guys, it doesn't do that. It just doesn't do that. So I kind of have a pretty good indication that I am straight. And back on BornWithoutReligion's video, where she states that she chooses to be gay, I think that's extremely important, that people feel comfortable in their own skin with their own sexuality. I think that's extremely important. And I would pose this question, I think, mostly to anyone that is homophobic. Do they believe that somehow they can be converted to homosexuality? Do they believe that somehow homosexuality is transmittable? And how comfortable do they feel with their own sexuality? And the question, as far as I'm concerned, is, you know, if a person is homophobic, if they have a problem with what is going on in some nebulous gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community, the problem is, where does the problem come from? And is that person safe with their own sexuality? Because I believe that if a person is safe with their own sexuality, then nobody else's sexuality really matters. It's really more about what I want than what everybody else wants. And what everybody else does is really kind of their own business. So, but I guess that's all I got today. Thanks a lot. Bye.